y'all. We are back on another episode of Damn Internet You Scary. We got two amazing guests in the house right now. To my right, we have the comedian extraordinaire, content creator. We have, puppeteer. Not ventriloquist, right? Puppeteer. Puppeteer. Man of many mysteries and many talents. Actor, I mean, really, listen, IMD page popping right now. You understand me? My boy out here. Ladies and gentlemen, Detroit's own Mr. C.P. Bam, 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 bam.
Very happy to be
Thank
here.
you for being here.
I don't be here every 3 weeks.
Facts. And like you're not going to be starting your own podcast here in a minute. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have just an amazing soul in the building. She is from the Midwest, Minnesota, to be exact. Okay, she's a professional therapist, licensed professional therapist. Okay. Also, I low key want to say sex expert. You've come on more to the story and dropped a lot of knowledge on us as well. She's also a life coach. She will help you get your shiznit together. Ladies and gentlemen, content creator, actor, and woman of many different talents as well. Miss Tiffany Ramm in the building. Bam, 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 bam.
Tiff is one of the most interesting people that I've ever met. I swear. Like,
and just good energy all the time.
Every time you be around Tiff, you come home like, damn, I never even thought about that like that. And she fucking right. I need to start.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But we're glad to have both of y'all here, man. Brennan just kind of, I think, convinced CP finally to start his own podcast.
Yeah, it's time, man.
It is time, bro. Man. The people want to hear from you.
You know what's crazy is I have so much fun on everybody else's podcast. I worry that nobody's gonna show up for my podcast. Bro, it's like that. It's like that. Don't want to throw a party syndrome. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like people are not gonna show up.
Here's the thing: if you stay consistent, they will show up.
Gotcha.
They will show up absolutely. But the consistency is the hard part. Yeah. Like it's like when people be like, "Yo, how'd you get on?" It's like, bro, consistency will outlast talent every day of the week.
Every day.
You know what I'm saying? You just got to be on top of this shit, and it's always not easy. Booking and all of that, scheduling and all that shit. But if you get it done, man, you'll reap a lot of benefits. So you know what I'm saying? We out here. MTM TV is you from Minnesota too, or Minneapolis? Okay, I see you. I see you out here. Yeah, I think the conspiracy podcast would be really dope for you.
Yeah, like a conspiracy comedy. Mm-hmm. Conspiracy comedy. You know, so but I wanted to be really about all kind of. I'm not like boxed in. I like all kind of topics. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be able to just I like Damn Internet You're Scary because y'all can talk about anything on the internet. Facts. Everything's on the internet.
Everything's on the internet right now. Yeah. So let's just jump right into it. There's a lot of going on right now with Ukraine and Russia. Obviously, we're pretty much aware of that. But over the last couple of days, we've seen a lot of videos being posted of them looking like they're not letting blacks through the border and on the trains and things like
Nigerians
that. Nigerians, Africans. But I saw this on the internet, and I thought it was interesting. I also thought it was really cool. Young Thug said that he is ready to ban with other rappers, anybody that's willing to do it, to assist financially any way he can. And I was really impressed by that.
I'm with that too, low key.
You know, I think that's dope. I'm gonna read the article. Young Thug, let me see, boom, 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 wants to help African immigrants leave Ukraine. Young Thug wants to help African men, women, and children leave the Ukraine after seeing several videos of them trapped at the Poland border. If some of my rap brothers are in, I'm willing to help Africans get out of Ukraine. He wrote on the Instagram story. However, I can sense they not letting us pass. In the follow-up post, he said, whoever holds the info to these movements, please contact me ASAP. I'm ready. Among the many videos Thugger posted was one of the pregnant African woman and her infant stranded at the border in reportedly freezing temperatures. Following Thug's call for action, several celebrities stepped up to help. I'm with you, my brother, entrepreneur Kevin, PJ Kev. Mensa posted on his story, anything I could do, reach out ASAP. Over the weekend, the hashtag Africans in Ukraine raised attention to discriminatory border procedures in the European country. I think that is amazing. I love to hear rappers like stepping up and doing the untraditional things that we know rappers for. We know them for buying a lot of clothes, a lot of jewelry, a lot of cars, but we very rarely see, and it's not saying that they don't do it, but it's just very rarely like publicized and highlighted when they do things like this. So I'm glad that a rapper is doing it, and such a prominent rapper, one such as Young Thug, because you don't get a lot of positive press about rappers doing things like this in our community. So it's great to hear this and see this as well.
I'm just sick of black people being so looked at as so fucking disposable all over the world. It's like, god damn, like You know what I'm saying? In the midst of y'all fighting with everybody else, y'all got to take y'all time out to give us a slight taste of racism.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on a second. Oh, stop your fire. There are niggers in here. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, I don't like that. And I was all like, pray for Ukraine. I was watching it today on CNN. It's pretty brave what the president of Ukraine is doing. And
he's on the front line. Trump would never.
Would never.
Biden could never. Biden to get out there, his gun would probably break his goddamn hip trying to lift up an AR-15. Yeah. He is out there, and he was like, I don't need y'all help. He was like, I don't need your assistance. Just give me some guns.
But Putin,
let me stay in my line.
Putin little hoe ass wouldn't get out there on the front lines.
Oh, you definitely wouldn't. Yeah,
right.
He
So
wouldn't.
Get his little Lord Farquaad looking ass.
Lord Farquaad.
Lord Farquaad in Russia says Lord Farquaad wants Ukraine. Lord Farquaad is gonna come get Ukraine. Lord Farquaad wants it.
Wow.
Low key though, Shrek is still one of the best animations ever to be made.
Forever. Oh my god.
So many adult jokes in there.
Oh,
that you
so
can
good.
Definitely for adults.
It was
made
real
for adults.
Listen, they knew adults were gonna have to take the kids. Kids love it too, but like for us to stay entertained, it had to be entertaining, and they did a fantastic job. Mike Myers, I loved everything he did from Austin Powers.
He got a fan in life for me.
Eddie Murphy as Donkey is like legendary.
Oh, that's good
my
too.
God.
It's
Yeah.
like Shrek
I'm making
isn't
waffles.
Shrek without
Waffles.
Waffles. Like he said it like you ever know how it's like, man, you staying in somebody's crib, but you finna make your specialty in the morning because like you appreciate all the hospitality. He just, that's like his main thing on the Sunday.
Right.
I'm making waffles. He said that's his Shrek was like, man,
waffles.
Shrek eat bugs and shit in the morning. He don't give a fuck about no waffles, but it was just like, man, I love Donkey, man.
I have a pretty good waffle recipe myself. I'm pretty proud of it. I perfected it over literally a course of a year. I wanted to make dope ass waffles, and now my recipe is.
Is it about the dough? Like I don't.
It's really about the spices that I use. So cinnamon, nutmeg, the right amount of it, the sugar in the batter too. So it's already sweet. So like you literally could eat it without syrup if you wanted to, because that's how sweet I make it. But you don't have to.
Best waffle I had is this little bistro in Burbank. I forget the name of it. Bruh, these waffles taste like they're fried.
Okay.
Like they taste like fried chicken ass waffles. This shit is insane.
Yo, I meant to make this video about. I saw a video on Instagram. And it was like French toast waffles, and so like they had taken an Eggo waffles and dipped it in the French toast batter.
Oh, I did see that.
Then they fried it up. I was like, oh,
yeah, I saw
you
that.
talking about somebody coming while they watching the video? I had to change my pants twice.
Yeah.
Listen,
My thigh was sticky.
It's sad what they're doing to our overweight community
I
with these
love
commercials.
breakfast. You can't really mess up breakfast.
Thigh was sticky. I had to pull it out.
Because you know what? You can get away with anything for breakfast a little bit, low key. Like you could put like the new funnel cake French fried waffles. You'd be like, wait a minute. It works.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yes. Here's the thing, breakfast. Like I remember we toured one time, and Kev was always telling people, him and Tony, about the time I had a it was a brisket sandwich for breakfast. And what happened was we had we had barbecue the day before. I didn't finish it all. I put it in the refrigerator. We had an early flight out, and I was like, I'm not leaving it. So I heated it up and I ate it for morning. It was like 3-4 o'clock in the morning.
At least
the
it
point
wasn't
is
7-Eleven hot dog.
okay. Well, first of all, Tiff, let's not do that right now. The point I'm trying to make is
Tahir hard. Like, I don't even burn no more.
Listen.
Fuck it. Ain't no heartburn for what?
Listen, it doesn't matter. You can eat anything for breakfast. Breakfast is just breaking the fast of not eating for some hours.
Fact.
That's all it is. I don't think we should limit certain foods to a certain time of day. Fuck that. Because sometimes I want breakfast food at night. I want some eggs and sausage at night.
Always.
And sometimes I want a motherfucking brisket sandwich. That almost took me out the game.
Whoa.
A brisket sandwich for breakfast.
I want a brick.
I was rapping. Because we didn't we didn't do the intro song, so I was just rapping right there.
And it feels good. That's what you said. Yeah.
Start me out, Debo.
Brisket and it dance. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Man.
But yeah, so that's that, man. Let's not put these parameters on what we can and can't eat.
Can we say this? I had 2 drinks this weekend in Ohio.
2 drinks.
I'm sorry.
I don't drink at all.
Oh.
I don't
so
drink
you were
at all.
saucy.
2 drinks. I was fucked
Oh yeah?
up.
What did you drink?
2 double shot Tito's lemonade and a little splash of
So
cranberry
really, you
juice.
have 4 drinks if it was 2 double shots.
True, but they was in 2 cups, and people like, don't stop babysitting. But everybody else was babysitting the shit out of their shit. But I drank the shit out of my man. I was feeling like a motherfucking slut. I was looking around the bar like.
That's full of saucy as fuck.
Oh man, I was feeling good than a motherfucker. I woke up in my boots and shit. I slept in my shit. I'm like, man, how the fuck did I get here? 2 drinks.
Hey man,
You a cheap date.
A cheap date. You understand me?
Cheap
Fuck up.
date.
I don't need an hors d'oeuvre. I don't need an appetizer.
Get these 2 double
Bitch, keep the car running. Matter of fact, we come in here for pop, pop, and we right back to whoa, whoa. Right back down there. Whoa, we right
Well,
back
let
in
me
the car.
let you know, ladies, if you ever see me on the road, I am not a cheap date.
Not at
all
all.
right?
No.
Be prepared to have your wallet out, okay? Because I
yeah.
only drink Top Chef,
Yeah.
and I, like, when I open up the bottle, I'm like, go ahead and throw that top away.
Well, the thing is, Tahir has learned the ability to stand still while he drunk and not look drunk. You just keep pouring drinks on Tahir. Tahir be like, Next thing you know, we need a dolly. We take it to the car. I was like, how the fuck did this happen?
I do
This nigga
not
been cool the
listen.
whole night. Sunglasses on.
Yep.
Facts.
Yeah.
All
Oh
facts.
man.
I will not. You won't ever see me drunk in public. Even if I'm fucked up, you won't be able to tell. I
agree.
know how
but
to.
you would tell somebody.
I would tell the people I'm with, like, hey, you
Right,
need to get me up out of here.
You would tell. No,
I'm about
you be.
to- I'm
This
about to
nigga
shit
be
on
bragging.
myself.
This nigga be bragging. He said, guess who fucked up in here? I'm like, oh shit, here we go. Guess who fucked up in here?
I be litty.
Who,
I ain't gonna hold
me?
you.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. I am good for that, but I will keep it together because I'm always aware of how I look in the public eye. So you ain't gotta worry about that. You know
I'm
what I'm saying?
just too thick to get that sloppy in public. It just won't happen.
Well, you don't even really
I'm
drink
not
like
the
that.
weight. I do, but I'm not the weight that like you can just sling me over your shoulder
Nah.
and like carry me up the stairs.
You gotta
Like,
be 6+
I
to
had-
do
yeah,
that with Tiff.
Listen, that's why
Tiff
I
is very statuesque.
strong men or women. You just got to be strong.
No, niggas gotta know what to do. See, if I was out with Tiff, I'm not no big nigga, but I would get in them jeans with her and I'll walk her ass to the car.
Nigga go weekend at Bernie.
I would walk her ass right to the car. Come on, we go on. Walk that ass.
Only one time since I've lived in LA did I get like sloppy and my driver had to
Help you up.
I live on the 3rd floor right now with
Wow.
no elevator. That really did weaken
I
at Bernie
hope
my ass
you.
up these
Hey,
I
man.
stairs.
hope you tipped him well.
Where niggas make a mistake
listen.
is trying not to take them 4 or 5 step rest. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 step rest. 1, 2, 3. We ain't rushing to get
Don't
you up there.
overexert yourself.
Hey, what are you
know what I'm saying?
doing? Doing a flight, fam. Chill out.
Listen, I will just tell you, I don't know how I got from the car to the bed, but I was fully clothed and safe when I woke up. So, thank you, driver.
Well, listen, man. Everybody has their own routine with it. You know what you can and can't handle. Just be safe if you're out there doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, follow your routine. And when you follow your routine, also follow your routine with your skin. Fellas, it's time to get your shit together, okay? And I'm talking about Curology. It is the easiest way, the quickest way to take care of your skin regimen. I know you guys thinking, oh man, I wash my face, that's enough and all of that. It's not. Here's the thing. Back in the day when we didn't have these type of options, fine. But now we do. There is no excuse for you not to have proper hygiene when it comes to your face, when it comes to your body. All of that, it is completely available with Curology, man. All you have to do is go to their website, you answer a couple questions, and they will help you determine what you need for your body type and your skin type. If you have super greasy skin, if you have super oily skin, or you have super dry skin, they have options for you all. You can get the skin wash, the face wash, and the moisturizer. They have a daytime moisturizer and a nighttime moisturizer on top of the face wash. And on top of that, they also have this. This is actually my favorite. I always have this with me. This is their lip balm. This is the passion fruit. I love the design. Boom, we slide it down. It pops up right there.
Oh.
This, I know. They just came out with this. This is one of my... So I still have my profile. When I found that, they emailed me like, hey, we have lip balm now. I went on, added it to my profile. Now I get this every month and a half, as well as the face wash and the moisturizer. Fellas, I'm telling you, as soon as I started using Curology moisturizer, people started taking notice immediately. They was like, you doing something different? You drinking more water? No, I'm still drinking the same amount of alcohol and a little bit of water. I'm using Curology now, though. Got my skin glowing. The freckles is popping right now. And you can do the same thing. I'm telling you, fellas, just give it a try. You have to do this, man. It's no excuse for you not to do it now that you have this information, you have the knowledge, and you can get started with Curology just like I did with a free 30-day trial at Curology.com/DIYS. All you have to do is pay $5 for shipping and handling, and you in there for 30 days. This is a free 30-day trial. You ain't got $5. You got $5, Buster. Go ahead and try it right now. Go to Curology.com/DIYS. Again, that's CUROLOGY.com/DIYS and just pay $5 for shipping and handling and get your 30-day trial on. Holla at your boy.
Tahir, you do understand that letting the ice melt at the end of a drink does not count as drinking water.
Facts.
I do know that. Don't need you to point out my personal business.
All right,
You know what I'm saying? I don't think that was necessary. Told you that in confidence, and now you put it out on the internet.
You asked me, like, did this count as a water?
I did not ask you that. I would not ask you that.
Does that mean? Let me know.
Right.
So,
That's 8 ounces. That's an ice cube, sir.
a lot of people don't like how what's his name? Vlad TV has rappers on there like telling on themselves and stuff like that, but everybody seems to be okay with Nori. Like people going on Nori on Drink Champs and being completely messy. Let me tell you something, I'm here for all the shit. The Game was most recently on Drink Champs, and he said that Kanye did more for me in the last 2 weeks than Dre did my entire career.
Whoa.
That is a bold statement. He's also on the clip that's posted on Hollywood Unlocked. He talks about the G Unit fiasco and how you gonna put me out of G Unit. I am the G in G Unit. He talks about a lot of stuff, taking the Crip on tour with him and having to shoot the fade with people in his gang, because it's like, how you gonna take a Crip on tour? So I always wondered, like, what were, if any, the repercussions of him being cool with Nipsey and, you know, being cool with other Crips and things of that nature. And I guess he talks about all of that in this interview. Not sure exactly when it comes out, but the teaser is out right now. But yeah, man, I don't know. I feel like for somebody that holler Dr. Dre on every album, he hollers him on every album, and then to say that, it's just like, is this for attention or is this really how it feel? You never can tell with Game.
And how sloppy they be getting. Listen, my favorite part of those interviews is they be getting sloppy.
Yes. He
Like,
finished. He told Nori if Nori finished a drink, this is right here, he would finish a whole bottle. And I think it was the, what's the tequila with the bell on top, the silver bell?
I know something about, yeah. I don't be drinking, so.
I forget the name of it, but it's really smooth. Very comparable to 42. I actually prefer the 42, but it's really good. But yeah, he finished a whole bottle of tequila.
Ooh,
on the show.
I don't recommend that for your health.
Listen,
Outright
your health
bar
or your
entertainment.
bowels.
Listen, ooh.
Alcohol already loosens your bowels. You're drinking a whole bottle of something, you're going to shit yourself, okay? You're going to shit yourself. That's just going to happen. But he knocked it out, and more power to him. But
man, y'all be making weed sound better and better. That's why I smoke more and more of it. You understand me?
I wish I could. I be trying to like increase my tolerance with weed, so I hit a J twice. I'm like, okay, I'm cool.
You need to hit one of them jeeters, man. Stop playing and jumping
that's
that
fair.
deep,
Fair
jumping
is-
that deep water, jumping that deep water.
Fair jump
About
off in
the
that deep
marijuana.
end. And then she went and got the other one you was talking
King
about.
Rose,
She tried
She
that.
told me,
Lord.
and I'm excited for her. Shout out to Farron.
Farron she's in all intents and purposes a nigga. You understand me? She can
My
do
favorite
things
one.
I can't do. I just can't smoke weed like that. She called me this morning. She was like, "Man, can I smoke weed in the house?" I was like, "No." She's like, "Just one time." Go ahead.
You can get a device that you can breathe into that catches all the smoke.
Yeah,
Well,
I
she had just saged this morning, and the sage smells like weed too. So I'm like, it'll just blend with that, and it'll be gone. Yeah. And well, we got it's a white sage that we're using now, because the regular sage we smell like all day coochie. I don't know why, but
What sage are you using?
if you just get regular
Smells like
sage,
all day
regular
coochie.
sage smells like all day coochie. I don't care what you say.
Coochie,
What do you mean
no.
all day
What?
coochie though?
You know how all day coochie got a little tang to it. It don't necessarily stink. It's just like, oh, you was busy today. You ran some errands.
I mean, I know what smell you speak of.
Yeah,
but
it's just like a all
A
day.
staleness.
No, really, it's just not the freshest it could be.
Yeah, I got
You know what I'm
you.
saying?
Got you.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
turning around the corner.
Yeah, you know, you crack a fresh bottle of soda,
Yeah.
shh, but when you cracked it already, had it on the fridge for a little bit, you open it back up, it's like, shh.
Yeah.
It's just not,
Yeah.
it's just, all day.
It's leaving the
Maybe
fresh
it's
block
Bacho
on its
sage
way
from
to the
the
old
farm.
block.
But the white sage smells just like weed. But that regular sage is, yeah. Casa Azul. You're right. That was the name of the tequila. Thank you so much, Nikki Marie, for that. But yeah, all day coochie. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
That's that after school coochie used to get back in high school. Remember that?
Yeah.
Funny because y'all got a whole balcony. Like she didn't want to just go on the balcony.
And that's typically where she smokes, on the balcony. But I guess
That was just
she
too
was
far.
she was
Nah,
at
we
her
got a
desk.
balcony too, but we be like, I'm on this.
She had a 4-hour meeting, and maybe she just couldn't step away from her computer. She needed to be there, so I don't know. I don't try to understand
no
you weed
judgment. I was
heads.
just
Yeah, give it up for her. Smoking in the house.
Man, give it up for the man who won $10 million from the New York lottery for the second time in a row.
What? 2 times?
Yeah.
2 times
What is
on
he?
them
Where y'all
hoes.
here?
How are you doing this and I can't win once?
I
The
tell
most
you how.
people-
These
One-
people play like
Every day,
It's
right.
It's
He
like
letting
a-
the
it's
Lord
every
use
day.
it,
Haven't
though.
lost as much as he's made. Like he might be a habitual gambler.
This is
Ooh.
usually the people who
he
win.
ain't lose no 20
Listen,
million
those people
though.
that
Yeah.
I know who like, listen, you can lose that much in Vegas. Like
Oh,
there's
yeah,
a
in
high roller
Vegas.
level that most people don't know exists, right? So it's
Yeah.
like, as much as I watch my parents in the casino, like those people who be hitting like 20 G's probably put in 10.
Yeah.
They be playing like 10, 20, $30 a pull. I'd be like, listen, I'm gonna set up this penny slot with these $40.
There you
40
go.
cent
True,
pulls, like,
true.
40
Listen,
cents.
that's when I learned that. When I learned that trick right there, that you can sit at like the penny slot, just the slots machines, period, and just play those, and they'll just keep bringing you drinks, and all you have to do is just tip them. I was like, oh,
Facts. That's what I do.
that's why I go to Vegas. I don't give a shit about trying to win no money.
See?
I'm there just for these weak ass drinks. But if I get enough whiskey and cokes, then I start to get a little buzzed. Usually takes around 13, but around 13, 14, oh, we are good.
See,
man.
I don't drink. I go in that bitch to gamble. I go to the blackjack table. I go to the crap table, all the nigga sports, and I'm over that motherfucker going crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like an old lady. Are you fucking hitting that or what? Come on! You're gonna fuck everyone else's hand up.
I do blackjack, but I don't know how to play craps at the table. Like, we had a mock gambling night for Greg's
my
birthday
goodness.
last year, I think, and they had like a crap table. They had the blackjack. They had the roulette, and it's so many rules with roulette. I just bet on red or black,
Facts.
or even on odds when it comes to roulette, because I don't know anything else.
The
When it comes to
side
crap,
bets and all that stuff.
son,
Lord Jesus.
eat me out. I'm not doing all of that.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you a secret, right? What I used to do, I used to do $10 bets, but I would go to the like MGM Casino in Detroit, right? Maybe I bet 50, so I would put like 20 in the field, then I cover 6, 8.
You're already doing way more than I can understand.
Listen, when he said I put 20 in the field, I was
and
like,
then he's like, oh.
No, listen.
What's
listen.
the
The field means it's like 8 numbers that it could be in the field. As long as you
Okay.
hit one of those, you win.
okay, gotcha.
Right, and then I cover like $20 on like the 5 and like I think the 8 that's not in there, maybe the 6. So that's 20 here, 10 here, 10 here. That's 40, and then it rolls. It can only hit 2 numbers where I lose. So as long as he's rolling and I keep hitting these numbers, I just keep getting 20, 10. Like you got to know how to do it. So like let's say
The
like
fact is, I just don't know.
All right, I'm going to
Listen.
Vegas in
Yeah,
May for
you
my
can
10-year
teach
high
us.
school reunion. If you want to come,
Yes.
pull up. Pull up.
I will. But
I also
I'm not coming to drink though.
Oh, that's fine. I'm tell you what. I'm gonna catch up with you afterwards because I'm also doing this in Vegas. I think I told them about this on here right here. It's called the Love
Bunny
Cloud
Ranch.
LoveCloudVegas.com.
Bunny
Go to
Ranch.
Love Cloud. No, it's not that. This is you pay $1,000 for an hour, and they take you up in this airplane, and you can become a member of the Mile High Club. You can take up to 6 people in your airplane.
Let me see this real quick before I get
Wait, $1,000 per person?
No. $1,000 is for an hour.
Oh, for
So
six,
you can
for all
yeah.
six?
So
So you
$1,000.
split
Like
that
split
6
it between
ways.
6 people?
You could, if you wanted to take 6 people with you, you could split it. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to say I'm trying to fuck 6 people, but
Right.
I would definitely bring 6
I mean,
people
are there
up
like
here.
separate rooms on the plane?
They're not. I'm pretty sure it's like
this shit is orgy in a
Oh
orgy.
yeah,
in
it's
Sky.
definitely,
Poly
it's definitely.
friendly, so this is
yeah.
an okay environment
I'm
for
definitely
me.
sure
You're
it's.
what friendly?
Poly.
Oh, okay.
I'm definitely sure it's orgy friendly, but you don't have to. I mean, everybody get
You
them
can
little
just watch.
corner. Yeah, you get your little
Take
corner or
pictures.
something like that.
Yeah.
Some people are exhibitionists.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, me and Fran have had people watch us. Eat me out.
Listen, I kind of done all the things, so that's up my alley.
I'm gonna get this as a thing.
Here go the thing.
This
dog.
me
is
Here go the
out.
thing.
because in regular planes, like, again, I'm thick. Thankfully, I'm bendy, but this seems just like a more comfortable.
Yeah, I think they have it
comfortable way to
outfitted
get into
as a
my hot
bed.
club.
Well, you're not
Yeah,
hiding.
All
You're
you
not
gotta
trying
do
to
is go in
hide
the
it.
bathroom and then
and then do a full split, which I can do, and then let your partner come in after you.
Right.
Listen, and I be dating big people like 6'4", 6'7".
Well,
like
that's your fault.
monsters.
That's your
Right,
fault. That's
y'all
your
big
fault.
ass need to be on.
You don't want to date you a
47.
carry-on size nigga.
Right,
Then y'all not
This isn't for y'all.
friend for
Yeah,
that
this isn't
trip.
for y'all. This is for
Yeah.
people who are willing to like lay down and get it in however they need to get it in. But
I mean, lay
Love
down
Clouds,
sounds good.
what is it? LoveCloudVegas.com. They actually have one down
I'm
here,
thinking
but
about
I
the
think
split in the
they,
bathroom. My bad.
I think they might have
Nigga,
I
hey,
think-
she fuck around here. Hey, she rebooted me. I was like, wait, dude, the number you have reached is thinking about the split in the bathroom. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Hold on, Miss Miss Joy says it doesn't sound worth it. What doesn't sound worth? I don't know. I think for me it's more of like the experience of doing something like that.
Shut up, Miss J. Cole. It don't sound worth it. You be the man one up there. You know what I did last week? It was so
Like
fun.
$200 a person to say.
Don't
do
shut up. I'm
that?
just laying. You
That's
said what?
dope.
You said what now?
Well, like if
don't know,
it's 6
wow.
people for up to like for 1 hour, $1,000. Like that's like about $200 a person.
Yeah, that's
like,
not-
for that
yeah, that's not bad at
experience,
all.
Oh yeah.
And I
Man.
think the experience will be dope. Like even if it's just you and your partner, when you've been married for I've been married for almost 10 years, you gotta do stuff to like continue to spice it up and get excited about it and stuff because you could definitely fall into a routine. It can get mundane. So this type of thing for me is like, oh, this is dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? We record ourselves and then we look back at it because we big into recording ourselves. Record ourselves like, ooh, I mean, this what we
Y'all
hit.
big into spilling the beans. God damn, I be knowing too much about how the fuck y'all fucking. Jesus Christ.
Hey man, we trying to help. Listen, I am not about to.
Farron is my friend, man.
Hey,
Stop,
well, your
stop
friend-
doing that to her.
I be tearing your friend down. I be drilling that motherfucking ass, my boy. Eat me out.
Oh man, Lord Jesus. Lord
Listen,
Jesus.
you been married for a while too.
I
You
know,
gotta
man.
spice it up.
Hey, don't worry about what the fuck we be doing.
Well, you got 2 kids, so you fucking.
Yeah. Oh no,
Right.
man, please.
All facts.
CP stand. Never mind. Go ahead.
He's like, I don't got permission.
Miss
to
Joyce
talk
said
about
it
that.
should be longer than an hour. First of all, Joyce, I don't know what kind of fucking you doing, but it should not be longer.
You
than
got
that.
to go to work on Myra's feet.
Listen. If it's longer than an hour, somebody finna get dehydrated. You're
Oh,
already at an
man,
elevation that you're not
dog.
normal with. You're gonna pass out trying to fuck
In
longer
an
than an
hour,
hour.
we've done every position.
Every position,
It's
Miss
like,
Joyce.
dog, what are you doing? What are you? You know what I'm saying? I'm here to bust these nuts. I'm not here for nothing to prove. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. We do all that regular fucking back down on the earth. Right
Oh.
now, we in the air.
Oh,
Earth.
could you bust a nut at gunpoint to save like a room full of hostages?
Yes. I mean, I'm also a multiple orgasmer. I'm blessed, so like the orgasms can come as long as I have a good partner.
No. At gunpoint, in front of everybody, like
On my own, like
We need-
self-stimulated.
we need you to come right now,
Oh,
or
yes.
you could.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Why do
then.
you think the gun would make it more scary?
No, because it's like a hostage situation. Like, if you don't bust this nut, people are gonna die. There's children in here.
I'd be like, well, this is really good.
All right, just asking.
What a random hypothetical, but I liked it.
Right. All right. So next up, Citibank becomes the first mega bank to do away with overdraft fees. Citigroup is finally doing away with overdraft fees, which makes it the biggest U.S. bank to announce the elimination of the controversial charges. By the summer, Citi plans to officially be done with charging overdraft fees, non-sufficient fund fees, and overdraft protection fees, the bank exclusively told CNN. The changes mean Citi will become the only bank among the top 5 U.S. retail banks to assist to do away with the fees that many Americans despise, and that consumer advocates have said unfairly target those that are most vulnerable. There's a couple more things right here, but I've talked to Kev. I remember that thread was going on Twitter. It's like, tell a secret about your job, a job that you no longer work at. Tell a secret about that job. And Kev said that banks absolutely reorganize your transactions to make you overdraft.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter if you had enough on the first 3 transactions, by the 4th one you didn't, but you had put some money in. They will put that 4th one up top so that you overdraft earlier, so they can definitely get that fee.
Or
which
you
I
could
think
just
is
have a
whack
bunch
as
of
fuck.
money in your shit and then be like, fuck y'all.
Well, everybody don't have a bunch of money.
Rearrange what you want to
Right.
rearrange.
But not everybody's in that position.
Facts.
Then you
so-
check the to decline overdraft fees, which I have on mine, so I can't overdraw my account.
Oh,
Right.
really? So
'Cause I did that once,
just,
and I was like, I didn't know I did it until too late, and then I'm like, okay, checking the box.
and
so
they will
basically it
they
was
would
just decline
charge
the
you
card.
each transaction
Yeah.
you have after your overdraft, which is weak as fuck. It's like, bitch, if I didn't have the money for this first,
I definitely don't have it now.
for the third and fourth and
But
fifth
also,
one.
most people don't understand that's what debit actually stands for. So debit actually means like it won't take it out if you don't have it, and that's why everybody tells you to press credit, because credit means you can overdraft. It's gonna run it like credit.
Yeah.
So if you're really worried, don't press credit. Literally run it as debit.
But you know, one of the biggest overdraft fees that people overdraft on is gas. Like when you get gas, and it'll let you just run it because it's almost like you just need a certain threshold number
Because isn't it like
to
a
turn
hold?
the
It puts
pump
a hold,
on.
like a dollar
Yeah.
hold, and then
Yep.
it charges you
Yep.
afterwards. Yeah.
Man, when I was broke back in the day, as long as I had $3 in my account, 80 in the tank. We'll figure out the rest later, goddammit. I bet I'll be there. I bet I'll be there.
I'll be there.
You got
Well, listen,
right.
if you can use a little extra money in your bank account, man, I need you guys to check out Racket, okay? Because they're encouraging everyone that has ever started thinking about having a podcast, or you already have a podcast, to do something exciting and to share with the people. And right now, they're running something called Cash. That's CASH. And it's an awesome way for up-and-coming podcasters or even people who haven't started their podcast to get financial support to get their show off the ground. It literally took years for me and Pat to get to this point. We were shooting Damn Internet You Scary in his house, and then we were shooting it at Kev's office, and up until we got in this studio, we were doing everything on iPhones, okay? It's like we just got to this point right now where we're using 2 or 3 cameras. We have a tech that's helping us out. Before, I was storing the sound. I'm doing the clap to make sure we're good, and I'm running 2 different cameras and all of that type of stuff. We just got to this point. So if you guys have been rocking with us, you know how long it took. It took years for us to get it off the ground, and a couple years for us to get sponsorship too. So we know how hard it is, which is why we're very excited about Podcast for you guys that are going to start your podcast, or you just started your podcast. This is a great opportunity for you. Podcast is giving away free cash to budding podcasts, and it's giving away $100,000 going to podcasters and podcasters to be, and it's free to apply. And winners will each get between $250 and $5,000 that you can spend any way you want. That's for cameras, that's for mics, that's for headphones, that's for camera equipment, SD cards, whatever you need, or even podcast space. If you have to rent out the space, you use that money to whatever you want. So if you got a podcast, if you got an idea brewing for a podcast that you think everyone needs to listen to, apply to get your cash for a podcast at Podcash.com. That's PODCASH.com. Again, PODCASH.com. Everything you need to know is on the website, and there's no reason not to apply. The deadline is March 4th, all right? So, a couple days. Go on there, apply for podcast, and share this with all your friends. Let's spread the knowledge. And y'all get out there, man, and make something dope, make something amazing. Share some stories with people. You never know what people might be needing from you at that moment. So, your story matters. Get out there and tell it. And go check out podcast.com and get that money. You feel me?
Yes. You be so unimpressed with your throat.
I'm gonna tell you, man, because it's like I've been thinking that we really friends and that we just talking as buddies do. And he go right into a commercial like we on a TV show for real. And you'd be like, no, man, I know that's why I use these phones. Because these phones, you be like, who the fuck are you talking to? Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? It's some scary
listen,
You
shit.
should
Here's
taste
the
your
thing.
class. Like,
You
he's
have-
so good
What up,
at this
what up,
smooth
Hippie?
roll.
Shout out to Hippie, man. I just saw Hippie. The man leave a comment.
We have
on
to
there.
do that because you don't want it to feel like a commercial and they see it coming. I like to pull the rug from up under them. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Look at she talking about me SD cards. Why y'all do that? Like y'all don't know I'm country as fuck. Y'all just want to hurt my feelings, but let me tell you something. Jesus love me and my mama do too, so y'all don't make me feel no kind of way about that shit. Kiss my ass.
Jesus gonna make your ass do a spelling bee before you get into heaven.
Oh,
Jesus
man.
gonna be like, Tahir, one more.
let me tell you who ain't
Test
gonna make it.
for you.
Let me tell you who ain't gonna make it. He know my strengths and my weaknesses. He wouldn't do me like that. Not my
man.
sweet Jesus.
Not my sweet Jesus.
Tahir gonna be like, do one Bone Thugs in Harmony verse. Do not mess up
Oh,
any
that I
of
can
the
do.
syllables.
That I can do.
No, you can't, Tahir.
What? You crazy.
You probably know the words, but your mouth is not gonna cooperate with you
Man,
enough to
let me
fucking
tell
say
you
them,
something.
bitch.
When I learned January, November, December, remember the first of the month, I was like, oh, wait,
Say
is that
it
what it
again.
says?
January.
I said January, November, December.
January.
No, dude, don't try to do that.
January.
Don't do that.
January, December, November.
So you didn't say it right.
January, December, November.
No, that's what you just said.
Bruh, you gotta
can't
leave,
do it,
You gotta
CP.
room for the beat, because
No.
some of the words.
January, November, December. Remember the first of the month.
First of all, it's January, November, December. Why would it be January 1st? It's October, November, December. Remember the
That's
first
not
of the
what he
month.
says. He's not what he says.
October, November, December. Remember the first of the month.
Twister and Bone Thugs and Harmony, I was all about, bro.
January, December, remember the.
Damn, Hippie is really coming at my neck right now. I'm finna block her.
Right, she gonna type the words in for you,
January.
I'm
wait for
finna
some
block
fact
Hippie.
check.
She is coming for my neck right now. It's
gonna block the
disrespectful
favorite
what it is.
Oh, do a Twister lyric. One morning now. Welcome next to a thick bitch. Take a shower, dried out, brush the gold teeth like Slick Rick. You do it.
Okay. To put a simple, you ain't cold enough. Tripping off like you can't control the stuff. Like a simple, like you know on the bus. In a different zone for us. She needs to fuck down, get a switch and roll this up. But I did it longer than you, and I did a longer verse. And I wasn't done.
Hold on.
You don't want this. You don't. This is one of my favorite. You don't want to go.
Hold on. You right, I don't. I be stuttering. But I can say stuff, but I be stuttering, man. He be like, what more than now? Welcome next to a thick bitch. Take a shower, dried out, brush the gold teeth like Slick Rick. Put on the touch of cologne like Dougie Fresh in the front of the best.
Yeah, see, I don't know what the fuck you said. I know what he
Put on
said.
an obsession like Dougie Fresh in the flesh that got blessed with the sex after slipping on my slick fit. You had discovered me. Hit the front porch of women, but lovely in front of me. Got my head gone. I said the bitch in the bed home because one of them was a chocolate thighs and the other one was a red bone. Where y'all going? Y'all thick as hell. What's your name? I want to get it. What y'all doing tonight, shit? I got some homies that know it never funny. I'm high shit. Calling the buddies that you be tight with. We ain't really gonna be doing too much.
But we're riding around. Flame Jane.
Top of the 100, the homie, the
Same
gang
thing.
slang gang, to
Maintain tomorrow the same thing.
Or we can sit in the crib, play spades, and
Get
kiss
your
your
ass
ass a bit.
bit.
Your ass can get
Blasting
classing
it.
it. Grab a peckle and then
Fasten
fasten
it.
it.
Get
Get
us
some
some
more
more
nasty
nasty
shit.
shit.
Laugh if I get the
Stop
style
the
to try.
lie.
Paying bucket, the been moving. I ain't got no
Time
time
to
to
lie.
lie. Tell your friends you gotta be
Sliding
sliding
by.
by. Get the wheat, the frame, because the click gotta be
Riding high because it feels so good. Woo!
Nigga, listen to me. My teeth.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, my boy.
But my teeth too goddamn big. I gotta get my shit. I be like,
Let me tell you something. My tongue just said.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I saw that. Don't do that.
My tongue just sighed, and it's exhausted from that.
You did that with a little bit of lick in your system. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Twister
man.
was one of my favorite
wild.
rappers growing up, bro. Favorite rappers. Always impressed with his lyrical ability to go that fast. I don't know what rappers you like from Minnesota.
Rappers from Minnesota. Is
Yeah.
that what you just said,
Well,
sir?
Prince is the only rapper from Minnesota.
Prince is the greatest artist of all time from Minnesota. Janet Jackson recorded like 7 of her albums in Minnesota.
Okay.
And they actually named I think it's like November 7th, Janet Jackson Day.
Okay.
In
Oh, really? In Minnesota?
Minneapolis,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it's a bunch of
'cause
thick
she made
ass.
most of her albums with Jimmy Jam. And yeah, the only like real artist I know is like I think his name is actually at like Minnesota.
Oh, wow.
But no, there's no
That's
good
his heart.
rappers from
Oh
Minnesota.
yeah.
Sorry.
He's
They come from like the Shy.
his name's
like,
what?
you
He's
know,
never gonna make it.
Detroit, Like
He's never gonna
nah,
make it.
I
MTM.
like no rappers from
MTM
Minnesota.
says Tahir just has to rap everything and he will never mess up again. Here's the thing. You might be right. Because if y'all ever seen people that
yeah,
stutter,
you don't mess up with your rapping, bro.
Yeah, when
I
people-
stutter, but I don't stutter on stage.
that's the thing. It's so
Yeah,
crazy. Like people
yeah.
who stutter, I've seen them rap or sing like on America's Got Talent, and then it's flawless.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was one kid, I forgot I don't know if he was autistic or something, but it was going around and he started his round. He's like, I'm ready. But then when he started playing the piano and singing, it was like he had nothing. It was perfect. So I don't know how music is allowing
The same way a parrot could
You
say some
use a
shit,
different part
probably.
of your brain.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you do use a different part of your
Ah.
brain. I was just gonna say that. There's a ton of research about it.
That's so crazy. I would definitely try to sing everything.
I
if
was
that
out
was
singing everything. If I stutter, I'd be like,
How
hey,
y'all doing
Yeah.
today?
give me the salt and pepper. give me
You
the salt
got
and pepper.
what I want.
You know what I'm saying?
So maybe you should try to sing the spelling.
Okay, first of all, I see what you're
Ooh,
doing.
He should rap the
I
ass.
see what
You're
you're
right.
doing. See what you're doing.
You're right. Yeah.
I've actually been doing really good with the ass today. I haven't
See
fumbled it up.
that's a rap cadence right there. I should be doing pretty good with raps in the head.
Tripping this up and you ain't cold enough. Tripping up.
Hey man.
Whatever helps.
Throw a Hadouken or fly.
Fly.
What?
Hadouken. Be able to do that or fly.
It's Hadouken.
Hadouken.
I always thought it was Hayukin, so I'm
No.
totally
No,
out.
Hayuken. Hayuken is that?
Oh, see.
But they spelled it like Shirukin, which fucked me up as a kid because I was like, you know what? If y'all don't care, I don't care either. Y'all not gonna spell the shit the right way. What the fuck is a Shirukin? He didn't even say shit. He says, Hayukin.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a goddamn Shirukin. When I saw that, I was like, fuck Street Fighter. I'm playing Tekken.
Yeah.
Because it takes a while to like load that up, and you have to like, say the thing. Kind of like tells people it's coming. So fly, definitely like fly for sure.
Yeah, because I feel like if you have to yell it out every time you did it, it kind of takes the element of surprise away.
Right.
And
No.
honestly,
You
who you
gotta
gonna hit
load
with
it
a Hadouken?
Shit.
Who?
Nigga right up on you talking shit at the movies.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The people in Street Fighter were abnormal. They weren't like just human. They were like superhuman. So you hit somebody, you hit a regular Joe with Hadouken, you're breaking his rib cage. You're going to jail.
And I'm putting a hole in the chest.
You going to jail tonight?
Nah, because ain't no fingerprints on that Hadouken. There's a big flame ball went through that nigga. I don't know who did that.
There are cameras everywhere. Do you think you been Hadouken somebody?
Guess what? Tell me how I did it. Then you can tell me the judge. I'm going to tell you right now. God used me, and I don't know how it happened.
Your house with tanks and SWAT trucks.
And I'm gonna be right in the attic window, like Hadouken. Fucking they trucks, so they like, stop him, Hadouken.
This nigga just doing this. You know how you be.
Stupid.
You can't even go until you get the word out. You be like,
Hadouken. But one of them can blow up a car. Bam! Now the car fucked up. Cops are bleeding. Then I hit another car. Hadouken! The tank.
So extra. I'll get someone talk to the movie theater.
Oh my god. Because of that? That's the whole reason? I said shut up. Fuck you. Really?
Oh, that's all I need. Hadouken! Fuck these nachos. I knocked the nachos off my lap. Oh, fuck they said Hadouken!
Listen, but here's the thing, like, that's a great defense, right? But here's the thing, if I could fly, right, I don't even need that because here's the thing, you talking shit? Okay, cool. I take off, boom. You're like, yeah, that's what I thought. You keep walking.
And guess what?
I come back, take you up to 2 stories and just drop you.
Yeah, but guess what though? What? You got asthma, and you can't even breathe good when you fly. So now,
that's a different muscle.
You only can fly a little bit, like you fly from the Taco Bell to the KFC.
I know you ain't talking. Them big ass eyes you gotta have some special goggles made so you can fly.
Oh, yeah,
you got bugs all over the windshield.
All kind of raindrops and snowflakes. I'll get that. 100%. That's
you
what I
need
said.
A screen door as glasses while you fly.
You saw me leaning heavily toward Hadouken. You saw that. So, like, don't try to front on me. I was right there for Hadouken because I would be flying and be like, oh, shit. Nigga. If you had contacts, when your contacts fly out or, like, get to the side, you know what I'm saying? Like,
flying blind.
Oh my God! Damn, bam! You run into a tree or a cord or a drone.
Ooh, see, that's very more likely. I'm very accident prone, but I'm still going with the flying.
You will live, but a drone will cut your forehead open easy.
Man, right? Ooh.
The drone will cut your forehead.
Nah, you just gotta go up high enough. You gotta go up high enough, and you won't. Like, I remember that story. It was a couple months ago.
How do you breathe if you go up too high?
Exactly. You're just going to fall down. In other news, Tahir more fell out of the sky earlier this evening.
Listen.
Sources say he was able to fly.
They got those little small air things, the small little air joints right there. Just get one of those. Go to Big Five, get you one of those.
Nah, I'm going to go get me one of them.
Not a big one. No, they got ones that's like this. They got one that's like this size. You just use that right there.
How far you going to get off this 14 breaths right here?
Listen, that's like a 2-hour tank right there.
This ain't no guts.
Nah, you ain't breathing like that. You're flying, not running in the fucking air. You sound like old boy on Terminator 2. I don't know how long I can hold this.
Man, give me one of them.
Papa Pope.
Give me one of them.
You talking about Papa Pope?
Yes.
Why you hating Papa Pope?
You do better.
He already got shot. He got shot by the Terminator.
Just stop breathing. That whole scene, I hate that moment.
I know how long I can hold this.
All that talking, you could have just...
You got to die cooler. If you know it's the end, you got to be like...
You don't have to do all of that.
Y'all got a nigga, huh? And then I cough up a little blood. And then you got to wipe it and laugh. This is some bullshit, you know that. They gonna be like, he is too cool to die.
I feel like you practiced your die scene in the mirror before.
Like, that definitely worked.
Oh, I'm the only child. I used to need that attention real quick. I lay on the floor and be like, I'm dead. And everybody be like, there he is. I'd be like,
ridiculous.
But, I would get one of those dialysis machines or them oxygen machines that they use at the casino when people just go in there. They got the little thing right here, and then put a book bag on that bitch, and then I'll fly with y'all there.
Yeah.
But
figure it out.
In the meantime,
flying I think would just be the dopest thing ever because depending on how fast you flying, I'd never have to take another flight.
My only problem with prison is niggas beat me up, taking my food, and possibly trying to rape me. If I could do a Hadouken and they can't stop that.
You could also fly away from the raping.
Or prison.
If you fly out of prison and they catch your ass 2 miles down the land doing your inhaler and they shoot you.
Why the fuck do you keep going back to the inhaler? It's a different muscle that I use to fly.
Bro, you got to be in good shape to fly. We're not in good fly. We're not in good fly shape. Ain't no fucking fat jets. It's little jets.
Have you seen the 757?
That's a big ass plane.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It ain't a jet though.
Oh my God.
That's a lot of people flying. That ain't a singular flight. Ain't no, nigga. We need to Hadouken. We need to think and protect ourselves.
No, I'm not going for it.
It's a lot of 6'5" niggas out here think it's funny to thump a short nigga. I got something for their ass.
What's funny is the options were
Thump
Hadouken
a short
and fly.
nigga?
It wasn't like invisible and fly. Like
It was Hadouken and
Right.
fly.
Oh, invisible, please. I would be everywhere, butt naked with an erection, walking around like, yeah. Somebody's fucking me. No, they're not. Get back to your exam. I'll be like, yeah, bitch, he don't even believe you do it. He don't even believe you do it. Take your
They
goddamn
don't even
exam.
believe you?
Take your goddamn exam. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I'd have never
This-
left college.
This.
There's the ghost of the big dick running around. Yeah, you know, be some freaks over there like, I slept butt ass naked last night and nothing happened. What was the room number? Do it again tonight.
That sounds like a ridiculous show. I'm sure somebody's gonna make
man.
something about
Nah,
that.
that'd be a dog ass porno, man. I don't want to see that as a show. I wanted the fucking to be able to be viewed. So it would have to be X videos, sketch
Yeah.
style porn.
And if that's something you want to watch, but you don't want people to know that you watching certain things or surfing the net for certain things, you need to check out NordVPN.com/DIYS, okay? Because this is the equivalent to buying a cup of coffee every month, okay? It's a very small price to pay for premium cybersecurity and access vast amounts of entertaining content. Listen, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. If NordVPN is not for you, there is no risk associated with it because you get your money back. But here's the thing, guys. When you're surfing online, you are exposing yourself to all types of things. All right, people can get all your server information. They can get all your credit card information, all this type of stuff. And companies, your web ISP company will give all that information, the stuff that you look up, to all of these ad companies. And that's why you get these pop-ups all in your email and things of that nature, because they're selling your interest to these third-party companies. With NordVPN, all of that information stays hidden. Nobody knows what you're looking up. Nobody knows what all the things that you like. And as I said, this is about the equivalent of buying a cup of coffee every month for a small price. You can have premium cybersecurity and access all the vast amounts of entertainment content. Listen, there's no reason not to do this, all right? So do it right now. Protect your online surfing right now. Protect your personal interests. Protect all the things that you want to be protecting and don't want nobody all in your business watching and knowing. All you have to do is go to NordVPN.com/DIYS and use the code DIYS to get a huge discount off your NordVPN plan, plus 1 additional month for free and a bonus gift. You get all of that at no risk, okay? So again, go right now to NordVPN.com/DIYS and use the code DIYS to get a huge discount plus an additional month and a free bonus gift. There is no risk at all. You get a 30-day money-back guaranteed. It's no reason not to do that, and do it right now. Check it out. If you don't like it, it's 30 days. You get to try it for 30 days. On the second week, you might be like, you know what? This is great. I can't believe I went my whole life without this. Now you don't have to. Do it right now. NordVPN.com/DIYS and use the code DIYS to get a huge discount, plus an additional month for free and a bonus gift. 30-day money-back guarantee. Peace.
You are shameless. You know that? You're shameless.
Yeah,
Did you snore in the middle of that one?
I did. What happened was,
He
listen,
took a little ass nap. Like, there.
Listen.
And another thing, your life could be different.
listen, the weather is changing. It was cold last week, and now it's back up to 80, and my sinuses are going crazy. So in the middle of that, my sinus was like, I'll kill you right now. And that's what that was. I heard Tiff laughing like, fuck, other people heard it.
Man, look,
I was trying to be a good friend, but like I was very intrigued.
Yeah, I was like, this
Your
nigga
hat's
got.
punched in from when you hit it on the
Oh
lid.
yeah. There you go. Yeah, this nigga got sentence apnea.
Oh, sip this out. Shut up, man.
Every sentence I tell you, I gotta wear my machine.
During the day.
I gotta wear my machine.
VPNs are dope, though, man. I love using VPNs because you can, one, protect all your stuff, but also you can set it in different countries sometimes, and you get to see different content on like Netflix and shit like that. If you set it like in the UK or like Amsterdam or China and stuff like that, you get access to all different types
sound
of.
Like some shit. Sound like some
Sounds
shit.
like
The FBI come in your house.
Nah,
Like, you
they
have a VPN? Are you
Nah.
watching Friends?
Nah,
in
you
UK?
good.
Yeah.
Nah, you're good. You're good. Yeah, this is
sure?
way better. Yeah, I'm
The
probably.
nigga sold me a Fire Stick, and every time I watch that bitch, he be like, FBI is not like. I'm like, man, the nigga sold me this. This is.
You're good, bro. I've been using VPNs for about a year and a half now, and I love them, bro. I love them. There's no lag. Because sometimes, back when they first started VPNs, it was a lag and streaming was slow and stuff like that. But now, bro, it is instant. Instant. I love it. Couple more stories before we get up out of here, man. Where is this one at? I thought this was interesting. I did want to talk about this because I don't want to give this dude any more press or any more pub, but we got to talk about this, man. Kanye out here with this
more
Kim.
press. That's my dog, man. Shout out to Kanye West, man.
Fuck Kanye
The
West.
genius.
Oh Lord.
Fuck, I ain't watching that, and I want to watch it.
That
I
shit
want to
was
watch
good,
that documentary,
man.
but I
It's
can't.
really good.
It make you
can't-
love him again, man.
Nah,
I already love him anyway.
ain't
Make
gonna
you love
me
him again,
bro,
man.
Bruh said slavery was a choice, my nigga.
Can I break
Y'all
that down real
act
quick?
like
There
he
was
did
so
say
much more
that.
context
Y'all
to
act like
that.
no. Fuck all that. Bruh said slavery was a choice. Bruh was buddy with Trump, walking around with the hat. Y'all act like y'all like that. Y'all forgot that shit because y'all like his music. But that shit happened, and y'all be giving niggas a pass on some fuck
Nigga,
shit.
slavery was a choice. Explain to me why the vast majority of slaves on one ship in the Middle Passage decided to jump over, and those slaves are celebrated today for the slaves that died in the Middle Passage because they felt like death was better than being a slave. A lot of times we look at and we are grateful for the fact that our grandparents endured that and didn't just say, fuck it, revolt. It's 400 of us, it's 200 of them. They're going to shoot us, but we can fucking kill their ass and make out as much as we can.
Yeah.
They endured it so that we could be born and our bloodlines could be here. However, it's like
But
they
hear me-
could have.
Or like in Haiti, they really did murder
Yeah.
all of the white people on the island.
Yeah.
Like, all y'all.
I get that. But here's my thing.
Haiti still
Here-
stink.
you are
I'm just talking shit. I love Haiti.
you
too.
are a race of people who don't understand these invaders, right? These intruders coming up. They have weapons, which you may consider magic because you ain't never seen no shit like this. And then they make examples out of a couple of your people, right? So now you're like, fuck, my wife's here, my kids are here. Let me just do what the fuck I gotta do to make sure I'm there for my family. So most people, most rational people, I would imagine, are thinking like that. Let me just do what I gotta
right.
do to be here for my family. Not knowing that they're gonna get sold and still separated anyway, but that's how most rational people say. So to say that slavery was a choice was very disrespectful for the people that had to endure that type of shit.
It was hurtful to hear, but I'm sorry. It's one of those things where it's like this. Uh-oh, my bad.
got it. No,
No. What's one of those things where it's like this? If you chose not to endure that because you wanted to be here for your family and understand that as a man, sometimes life is good until it's not. These men over here in Ukraine, they can't leave because it's time to fight.
Right.
It's time to be a man. It was all cool when you could drink a beer and get some pussy and call it a day. And
Right.
But now we got to fight on some man shit. And it's like, that's what, it's been wars fought on this in villages conquered, and slavery before black slavery
Right.
was a thing. When they came and they were taking slaves, them niggas knew what the fuck slaves was because slaves have been around in this world for a long ass
Yeah,
time.
in Egyptian
We're
time, in the
about to
Bible.
be slaves. So right now, these niggas want to make profit off of us. If we can decide right now that ain't no product to be, then that would have changed the world and the whole power shift of the structure. What those white men were able to build in America, they probably would not have been able to build if let them get their little scrawny ass out there and do some
I
cotton
know.
and corn
They
and shit.
tried
Right.
to enslave
But
the Irish.
Right.
And they tried to enslave the Asians, but the Asians couldn't handle the heat like that. So
Yeah.
they ended up doing the railway, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you look, I mean, it's not nowhere near to the term that like the African Americans were.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they actually
But-
used us also in South America because all the diseases they brought killed the indigenous people, and we were actually physically bigger and stronger. So they chose to use African slaves because literally, like, we were the equivalent of 3 of the indigenous people.
Yep.
But
And
here's the
because
thing.
smallpox, literally everywhere they went, was killing.
And so had we understood that we were the product, not just the slave, I mean,
Yeah.
like there was nothing unionized back then. See, what people got to understand is that, like, Kanye was speaking from the standpoint
Of an idiot.
of a person, it's like somebody who was slightly delusional to the left in the regard of not understanding that they weren't unionized and that widespread organization that we can share now with the internet and all of that was not always the case. And sometimes slaves were free and didn't even know know it yet,
Right.
because they were being taken advantage of and all of that kind of shit. Like I'm telling you right now, it's like, I'm gonna tell you why he wasn't wrong, because they couldn't put us as slaves today because we'd just rather die.
Well, that's the thing. So when
But,
you
it is happening today.
Yeah.
It is happening today.
No, I'm talking about us. Like the niggas who are the descendants of that are not going back. As a matter of fact, like it would be a different revolt. Like,
well, here's my thing.
I would rather die than to accept
I get what you're saying.
the machine that they would
If
they would
that's
trying
true,
to put us
the
in.
suicide rate in
That's
prison would be
prisons are.
higher because
Yeah.
prison is the modern day slavery.
Right,
is.
and I agree
you
with
lose
that.
you lose your human rights, your ability to vote, all those rights. You go into prison. Like literally, a good 20% of the actual domestic products we produce come from
Yeah,
the
I
prison
agree.
system, and that's wild. So to say that, I don't think so. Like that's where he was like kind of like it's a choice, and we think we're better because we're not in the same environment. But they just learned a way to repackage it. Like,
absolutely.
If that
Repackage
was true, the suicide rate in prison would be much higher. And honestly, well, it does happen. I think my brother lost 3 friends to suicide during the pandemic. Like, it's actually lower than you think because, like Tahir was pointing out, the human wiring in our brain is as such that we will do anything to survive. Even if the conditions of survival are terrible and treacherous, we're conditioned. And that's why suicide is such like a concerning thing, because for a human to actually like override that, like the wiring in your brain that says do not die, like live nigga, live.
That's
that
hardwired.
same thing that, like the people in the glaciers chopping off their own arms and stuff to survive, like the wiring in our body to survive, like we will eat our own
Go to
children,
extreme,
we
yes.
will do extreme things to live.
But
so to
guess what
override
though?
that, to die
Those
is extreme.
those white slave owners who tried to slave the Irish and they tried to slave the Asians, that was all research. Everything was researched to determine what the breaking point, what the threshold was, and when they figured that out, they used that against us. Had we had the wherewithal to understand
But we
that,
didn't.
exactly.
And that's what when you said like Ukraine right now is going to battle. You can either die, you can go to battle. That's completely different. Because we're in a day and a time where, yes, Russia may be more powerful, but Ukraine still has the weapons. Had we had the same weapons, had it been an even playing ground where we had guns and stuff and not just spears and bow and arrows and stones, it would have been probably a different revolt.
Can I tell you
Or
something
even
also
allies.
too? There's
Ukraine's
also,
biggest source
of
is their
course, but there's also something
Yes.
more painful at stake that we need to hear, and I think that this needs to be discussed too. It was that this was agreed upon by Africans. Like Africans agree, like y'all could take these ones.
I've heard that.
They
yeah.
didn't fully understand
Like,
what they were agreeing to.
yeah, they didn't fully
Right,
understand what they were
really
agreeing
did
to,
not.
and I give you that. Of course, I mean it's like shit. You don't fully understand what you're agreeing to when you buy a used car.
Yeah, but
You know
you're
what I'm
not-
saying? Like, I mean, theoretically, what I'm trying to say is that this doesn't happen. You don't just come into the country, snatch a couple people, 100,000 people, and dip. Like there was something more at play here, and people don't want to hear that.
It's
There's a lot
nothing
more
more
to
at play,
this
but
shit.
you also have to think about like the weapons, bro. Like they're coming in ships. Indigenous people have never seen the ships like this. They've never seen the weapons like this. This is all like, what the fuck is going on?
However you feel about it in that moment, you're not wrong. But what I'm
Right.
trying to explain to you is this: those slaves that jumped over in the Middle Passage, like that was instinct as well. Like they were on that boat raping men in front of their families, and
As
it
a
was
way
like,
to start the mental tactics.
to way to begin to bottom them out mentally. The ones that decided, fuck that, like what were they gonna do? Like, what were they really gonna do if we decided as all the slaves that got caught, we're all gonna die. Thank you, but we're good. We're not doing shit. Right. You can't make us work. You can't make me. Like, you can beat my ass, you can do whatever, but you can't make, because they didn't understand the profit of that product. Like, you making me work for free, and this cotton is shipping all over the world, making shirts and bullshit all over the fucking world. This sugar is going all over the world. So we didn't understand what we understand now. So it's kind of like saying, like, when a kid...
So how can that be a choice then?
Because listen, let me explain it to you. It's a choice depending on what
action you take on the boat.
What point of view you're looking at it from. That's why nothing is really wrong. If I hold this bag up and I tell you, what does this bag say? You're going to read Ruffles in the front. I'm reading the nutrition facts. We're not wrong. It's that from my point of view, what I see and what you see is just two different things, right? There are a lot of different truths and facts in every scenario. We make it black and white. But the truth is that if we were to understand what they were really trying to do with us, none of us probably would have came. Like, we would have fucking revolted and died in the Middle Passage.
No one would have come, but there will always be people that will, like, all right, let's say that, all right, first of all, let's just establish that all of this is hypothetical. right? All of this is hypothetical, and it's based on Kanye saying slavery was a choice. That's what this whole conversation is based on. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. He said it. Slavery happened. We're here now, right? And even if we have this conversation at full length and we discuss the ins and outs and the this could have happened about slavery, what has happened has happened. And he has still said that. And whether you agree or disagree with what he said, or you see where he was coming from, what he said, he still was hanging with Trump. He still was hanging with a person who was inciting division in this country. He was still hanging with people, a person that openly like chastised black people and commended hate groups, or not commended, but endorsed hate groups. He was openly hanging with this person. He was wearing the paraphernalia. He was wearing the red hat. He had a Confederate flag jacket selling at his tour. So even after all of that, you cannot deny all the other facts. Y'all sit up here and y'all act like these motherfucking celebrities are bigger than they are, and they're not. They're people. And he has influence over our youth. He has influence over our peers, and he's still pushing this propaganda, and y'all act like because this motherfucker make a couple dope songs, he can do no wrong. Fuck that. Our kids are listening to him. Our kids are listening to him. They're being influenced by him, and this is the type of person that can hurt our future. I don't give a fuck. I'm not bending on that shit. I ain't wearing no fucking Adidas. I ain't forgot about New Balance either. New Balance, y'all was all supporting Trump. Y'all donated to the campaign because y'all thought the tariffs were going to be in your favor. And then when the tariffs switched and they was charging y'all more for these imports, y'all tried to switch back to supporting the Democrats. Fuck you too. I'm not going for no New Balance. I ain't fucking with no Adidas. I ain't fucking with no Kanye. And that's till I die. And unless he comes out and make a public statement about that and makes an apology to that, fuck that, because you're not really for our people. You want motherfuckers to go out and buy $200 tennis shoes, $300 tennis shoes, reselling for $1,000 plus, $200 slides, buy these little funky ass Gap shirts and jackets and all that shit. You don't even support our people. You standing with a fucking bigot? You shaking hands and hugging this fucking bigot on camera, and you want us to forget that shit happened? I'm not going for it, my G.
But to hear that all sounds amazingly Malcolm X-ish, a beautiful statement, and you're absolutely right, 100% on it. But here's the thing, though. To be a black man in this country is to choose the lesser of all the evils, right? Like you got. Do you think that Ralph Lauren and Tommy Hilfiger are enemies? You think Tommy Hilfiger just got caught saying what him and Ralph probably talk about all the time? You don't think it's embarrassing to Ralph that these niggas is wearing all his polo that's meant for these little preppy ass white boys and they don't like that shit, but we do it anyway because we want to. It's like, bro, there are so many systematic things involved in just our community alone that if we were to unify against 4 or 5% of them could change our whole outcome. But the problem is that we like to acknowledge all the problems across the board and then go to bed knowing that we've acknowledged them. It's like, fam, either we fix 2 or 3 of these bitches or we got to stop fucking acting like we mad at Ice Cube for trying to go talk to fucking Donald Trump. Or we mad like, dog, everybody was fucking with Donald Trump before he became president.
Before he became president, because we didn't know his agenda.
Right, but we didn't know because we don't hang with him. But them niggas knew. The niggas who was turning their back on us back in the day, them knew. It wasn't just Kanye.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
All right, so hear me out. And then we're going to get ready to close.
I wanted to know the new crazy comment first.
The only thing I was going to say was like, he's dating this chick that looks just like Kim. And it's like... Bro, we are tired of the antics. I'm tired of the antics. I don't really give a shit about.
But how many of your exes look alike? Tahir?
Not a lot of them.
Nigga, I got a type. I swear to God, you'd be like, wait a minute.
I have
this
a type
is
with like tall, statuesque women, but I don't have a type where these motherfuckers could be related. I ain't never dated no women that look that much alike, but they could be related or they could be mistaken for each other.
Sorry, I've dated brothers and cousins, so I can't be in this.
Jesus Christ.
Live your truth, walking that shit. Yeah, fuck that, man. I just never did it. I just never did. That's the only thing I was gonna say about Kanye. It was like, bro, stop with the antics, bro. Just do whatever you're gonna do, but stop with the antics. I feel like he's doing a lot of shit right now to stay in the public, and a lot of people talk about Soulja Boy, but realistically, Kanye is pulling a Soulja Boy right now. Every week is something different. It's like, take them big ass, dumb ass, goofy ass boots off, sit your dumb ass down, and make your album, and just do what the fuck you gonna do. But we really don't care who you fucking or who you miss. You ain't gonna do nothing to Pete because you ain't gonna go to jail. So stop with the tough shit. You know you ain't gonna do nothing. Stop claiming gangs. Ain't nobody fucking with you with no Black Stones. Stop throwing up GD. You ain't 7'4". So shut the fuck up. Stop with the antics, bro. Just stop. That's all I'm saying. Just stop. Just stop.
Okay, all right, and I can agree with some of that. I think that, a lot of times, to be famous and to be in the public eye is a lot of antics, and I think that the bigger you get, the bigger those antics become. The more zeroed in on those antics become, because I mean, a lot of famous motherfuckers are doing a lot of shit that we never see because nobody gives a fuck about them.
Right? True.
And that's just how it
That's
is.
true.
And so I think that what happens is when you're the kind of person that can garner attention, unfortunately, you become valuable to people who need that attention on a certain other stuff. If I was running Adidas, it's like, well, Kanye doing all the shit he's doing, it's gonna sell more shoes. It's gonna bring more, because people are gonna see him with the outfit on and this, that, and the third. And so it's like, it's weird because this country owes us so much. Hear me very clearly, because I want to agree with you so bad to hear, but just because you're my friend doesn't mean I have to agree with everything you say.
No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we respectfully disagree.
This country owes us so much, and it thrives off of our disorientation about what the real mission is at hand. There's so much money out there, land and all of this shit for us, but it ain't given to us like it's given to these other races. It's hidden in these places that they scare niggas about not wanting to go. And I sit here and I look at the comments, I'm like, I hear y'all, but like I've been in these rooms. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just as a producer in Hollywood, I done been in some of these rooms with fucking presidents. You know what I'm saying? It's like, God damn, like, it's just like there are more things at hand. And I'm gonna give you an example of how proud we were of Barack and how there were certain things that we didn't even want him to be having to deal with. Like, dog, it's not we happy you in there. It ain't your job to come in here and do certain so and so and so.
There's no way he can fix everything.
But exactly
in 8 years, there's no way possible he can do that.
And so the way that we can itemize something like the Obama family, understand that victory was that victory, and that's a building block for us to the next level, is the same way that we need to do some of these other things. Some of these celebrities, bro, they are ingenious and they do have things to offer us other than just quote unquote the music and all of that shit. We have to decide what to pick up from them and what not to. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, Young Thug be wearing dresses. I like his music, but I don't even know what size dress a nigga wear. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't my, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, and so I think that, one of the things about this Kanye documentary that's just so sad is who he was when we first met him, and how you can see how the industry can taint somebody, not just with a bad influence, but with just beating people down about how different they want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's showing how he knocked on every door, and it was just, and it's like, man, dog, like then he had his mom, only person who really supported him. Yeah. And he's not the kind of guy that's gonna be around a lot of dudes that he can just connect with quick. He kind of around the Rhyme Fest and the same little niggas he knew from 25 years ago, because it's just he's an off to the left kind of dude. Right. It's like, bro, like I don't want to hear. Let me give you a good example of what I'm talking about, because I think that this is very important. This type of idolization, like we're putting him on the pedestal that he doesn't belong on, and then we get mad when he doesn't know how to act on that pedestal. It's not even his job to be up there. We did that.
I agree. I absolutely agree. We put celebrities on a pedestal because we appreciate their music to a point where we kind of lift them up. But that lift up is to champion their success and the strides that they've made in that field. Not necessarily say that what they say is law, but a lot of times that gets muddled with one another, so the lines end up blending. But the reality is like Kanye is not a politician. There's no reason he should have been on a fucking docket. He runs a label. He's made some great music, but we haven't heard his fucking views on the financial crisis in America and how he can bring us out of debt. We haven't heard his views on how he's going to help poor, disadvantaged communities in the United States. But he's on a fucking docket because anybody can get on the docket to run for presidency. And that's also a problem too. You should be qualified. Donald Trump should not have been president. Ronald Reagan should not have been president. He's a fucking actor. And I'm not saying that you don't have great ideas, but where's the fucking proof? You can't just go and apply to be a doctor because I have a care for people and I have empathy for people. You have to have fucking training.
Tahir.
And hold on, wait.
Okay.
If you're going to be able to be a doctor and be in control of people's health and their livelihood, why don't you have to have some type of training or some type of history in that field when it comes to being a president? You can lead an entire country, an entire population with no history of being a politician, with no history and understanding of politics and tariffs and taxes and all of that, but you can run a fucking country? That is insane. That's the same type of lunacy that is parallel to the fact that it takes more time to be a barber than a fucking police officer.
Yeah, I don't agree.
You
with
are
any of that.
protecting the peace, the safety of our communities. And it takes more time for me to learn how to give you a lineup and a fucking blend than it does for me to carry a gun.
I ain't gonna lie though, like a blend, man.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
But listen,
But no, the real issue though
Go
is
ahead.
what would make you qualified for a president, and this is the reason why it was written the way that it was written, right? Is because really to be a good president, you have to have knowledge of what U.S. history and understanding of military and budgets and all of that. But also, you need to have an empathy with the real person, and that's where the people who voted for Trump missed the whole fucking target. Is why do you think a man who was born into nepotism and money and wealth is going to relate to you as farmers and
As a
kids who
common
don't
person,
have
yes.
fucking money? He's been in a tax bracket unrelated to you. You were in his entire life.
entire
So why
life.
do you think he's gonna have your best interests at heart? Like a true president is someone who actually has the heart of the people, which most people are not 1%ers.
But when you
One
start
people
looking
are
at
not 10%ers, but
Right.
because the American people have a syndrome that we want to be like them, we tend to vote for what we want to be versus what we are.
I
And so we
absolutely
don't
agree
vote
with
That's
for
that.
up.
people with our best interests
Come on,
in
Tiff.
mind.
Come on, Tiff.
But
Speak
also,
that motherfucking facts.
Also too, and I absolutely 100% agree with that. But I also think that y'all ever feel like, man, the more and more politics stop making sense, the more you realize that none of this shit is a black man's business anyway. Like, dog, this ain't
No,
got shit
it was
to do
built
with
by
us.
white people.
This shit,
Right.
this shit ain't got shit to do with us. And so we sitting here like, you should be this to be the president. Like, nigga, fuck the president. Like, dog, like really, like running around in that circle, knowing that we can't really be what we want to be in it is the reason why we spend all of this money, all these resources, and all these time on all of these things and these agendas that don't even matter. They don't advance us. They're like Band-Aid style, placebo style, like flash in the pan, like shows that the white people have no problem giving us because they understand that it has no true value. It doesn't push our agenda forward. Meanwhile, Asian people got hated for 8 weeks and they came up with a whole plan. Nigga, Indian people behind the scenes, not doing all the marches, got their money together to be like, hey, look, y'all gonna pay us this. We got our casinos, we got this and that and the third. Nigga, we don't have shit but some dog-ass songs about the struggle that ain't even got shit to do with us. Motherfuckers don't like us and they want to fuck with us when they get bored. What the fuck is y'all being racist in Ukraine for when y'all getting bombed?
It don't make no sense,
It's
right?
like, nigga, the train could have left 5 minutes ago, but you want to push the niggas off.
Facts.
Y'all could have been the fuck on.
Facts.
True.
And keep in mind, Barack Obama was literally the most qualified president we've ever had.
Facts.
This is true.
This
Ivy
is very
League
true.
education, actually grassroots organizer. Like, he was the most qualified person ever in office, and they still was talking about his birth certificate. And
They
being
were talking about a fucking
terrorist.
suit. A tan
tan
suit.
suit. So,
That was a
listen.
fucking article. That was. Are you fucking serious?
So,
Donald Trump wants to fuck his daughter, and you're talking about Obama's tan suit? You know what? Thank y'all so much for watching.
right.
CB, what you got coming up, man? Tell the people where they can find you, everything like that.
Y'all can find me at Comedian CP. That's on everything. You know, I'm hosting the Crack 'em Up show every Thursday at the
Fucking
Comedy Store.
Outstanding show. If you're in LA, if you're ever in LA on a Thursday, go to the Comedy Store Thursday nights. It is a fucking. You weren't there this past Thursday.
I heard that you went crazy. I heard Dave Chappelle
Dave
came up.
Chappelle pulled
And you
up.
know what's
Come on,
crazy?
friends.
Yeah, ain't that bitch? I had Dave Hellum
Hellum
step
host?
in for me, and then Dave Chappelle pops up. But
So hold on, wait. Here's the thing. I got my Dave Chappelle story. Oh, just took it out my bag. Dave Chappelle comes up, and I see him walking up. Hey, what's up, Dave? When we talk, whatever. He ends up going up. Now, I had a timer set on my phone because this timer lets me know, all right, it's time to go or it's time to pay the meter again. So Dave goes up. He tells everybody, hey, put your phone down, all of that, all that type of stuff. It goes about 30 minutes in the set. My timer goes off, right? Let me know, oh, shit, it's time to do something. Timer goes off. Everybody in the fucking club looks at me. Dave looks at me. I was like, hey, it's just my timer. Let me know that my meter's about to expire. He's like, oh, go pay your meter, nigga. I was like, nah, I don't want to miss this. He was like, well, come get this $100 so I can pay your ticket. I was like, nah, it's okay. I got it. I was like, nigga, come get the $100. Boom. All right, well, you ain't gonna tell me 3 times. Go up, grab the $100, gives me, and here's the thing. He reaches in the pocket and just pulls out the 100. He doesn't have to, like, cipher through the money and like, oh, just 10, 20, 20. Just 100. Got 100s in the pocket. Pays the ticket. And now I have the 100 and the ticket. I'm gonna frame both of them, and that was just the realest shit ever.
that's dope as
That
hell,
was
man.
dope as
You know
fuck.
what I was doing? I was in Ohio where it was like 12 degrees. I was shout out to Toledo and the Toledo
You
Improv.
had sold out out shows, my boy. So I don't want to hear shit. You did what the fuck you were supposed to do.
They came out, man, and I appreciate that. And that's just like I had just left Ohio for the All-Star game, so it was freezing down there, man. And but I appreciate being there, and I don't need to be Dave Chappelle. He was giving out $100. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not just giving it out. He's paid for something. The ticket was $53, so I'm gonna go ahead and pay that right there. But I'm gonna keep that $100. Tiff, let the people know where they can find you and everything.
Everything, all social media platforms at TiffTalk TV, TIFFTALK TV.
Do you have a schedule for when you go live? Because I know you were doing the Tiff Talks on YouTube, on Instagram and YouTube at a certain time. Do you want to give them that schedule, sir?
So I actually do Success Insanity, where I teach you how to succeed without losing your mind. That's every Tuesday on Instagram and YouTube at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
PST. So listen, if y'all enjoyed her today, y'all see she's very educated, very well-versed in what she's talking about. Super dope. Make sure y'all check her out. Follow her on her YouTube page at Tiff Talk. Follow her on Instagram, man, and tap into them lives, man. You know what I'm saying? This is how we continue to grow. This is how we build our wealth. By supporting each other, keeping the dollar in our community longer, and supporting our own, man. And that's what we out here doing, man. So thank y'all so much for watching.
CP Podcast on the way.
CP Podcast on the way, man. Shout out to Cam. He didn't have the cam on the day, but
we got it.
Oh, you got the cam? Cam, I didn't know you.
I didn't want to talk a lot. You guys were talking about stuff that I can't interject on.
Cam is a hot heartthrob. First of all, Cam was supposed to be here Friday with us, and then he took out Friday because I heard Cam was getting a little bit of pussy. Cam was getting a little booty. Now, Cam, let's take the camera off now, Cam. Come on, talk about it, Cam. Put the booty on, man. Listen, man, thank y'all so much for watching. Shout out to the Scary Squad, man. They were in the building already. Shout out to everybody watching this on Thursdays, man. We appreciate it and love y'all as always. Talk to y'all later. Peace, guys.